Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing, the entire world. Goddamn cryptocurrency, yeah, that's right. So this is Shitcoins of the Week, and we're going to be covering a bunch of different crypto-related topics, as we always do on this channel. Don't forget, please, to like this video. It really helps out in the old YouTube algorithm. If you're seeing it on Twitter, press the retweet, right? Subscribe for more. I do this every single week. We deep dive into lots of different DeFi opportunities, passive income opportunities. We go in deep into some really high-risk plays, but also ones that can really make us great money. For example, we'll be talking today about PulseRate, which has been printing like nobody's business, right? So in today's video, let's just list them all down. We'll be talking about, first we're going to be talking about how to get yourself onto PulseChain from the BSC or from the Ethereum network, right? Or from a bunch of other networks if you do want to, right? Those are the most two popular ones usually though, right? So we talk about that, right? Cross-chain bridging to PulseChain. Why? Because on PulseChain, let me tell you, that's where I'm finding most of my passive income these days. The past 3 weeks, it has been brilliant. The token prices are all going up. Everyone's getting rich, right? It is the greatest new blockchain for people like me, people like you, because you're watching it. Show called Shitcoins of the Week. We're going to be talking, of course, about the drip, drop, draw. We'll be getting in touch with Field Richie, who's going to be telling us, is it launched yet? And will it be launched by the time that you see this video? And we do have an AMA, which FOREX gave just a few hours ago. We're going to break down a couple bullet points from that, which I think are really important. We'll talk about the testnet for the Triple D, which is now the public testnet, the final testnet before the launch. The drip, drop, draw. We're going to talk a little bit about green figures because we haven't checked up on that and it's been doing fantastically well. We will be checking out elephant monies, new NFTs, and the continuous rising up in price, steady motion, outperforming every single cryptocurrency on the market in just price performance, elephant token, elephant futures. And we will end today's video by talking about my top rules for PulseChain, PulseRate protocol, right? My 60-40 strategy, I've refined it. I've made a slideshow for you so you can check it out. It's only 3 slides, don't worry. It's exciting, though. PowerPoint presentation time, right? We'll be talking about that, right? So let's just get into everything. Let's start with PulseChain, get into drip, then we're going to do green figures, elephant, then end with my PulseRate strategy, right? I'll be chopping this up, so you'll see it sprinkled across YouTube and Twitter while you're going throughout your week. Now, please remember to like this video. It really helps out with the algorithm, and it makes me happy. I do appreciate when people do interact and engage with these videos. I read through the comments. I enjoy the likes and the adulation and the love or the hate from fudders. I can handle both of it. I got kind of thick skin, it's thin sometimes, but I just cry alone in my room and look at my Bitcoins. Right, so great week for PulseChain. Great month for PulseChain. PulseChain is up 32% from the bottom on the month, and today we're up 11%. Of course, a lot of crypto is up in the market today because of the XRP news, which we'll also be talking about, right? PulseChain, like I said, is really an amazing place for yield. I've seen some protocols now on PulseChain which are innovating beyond what was created before. As I said before in video, that some things are just kind of a copy and paste of already launched and flawed projects, but now we're seeing some pretty good ones popping up, which is great to see. I'm really hopeful and confident that in the future, PulseChain will onboard a lot of TVL. The Pulse token, PulseX token, and Hex token are all going to perform very well, right? So it's not financial advice, but I myself am stacking up my bags of all 3 of these tokens, right? That's what I'm doing. So the question would arise then, how do you get yourself onto PulseChain? A lot of people still aren't there, right? And they don't know how to do it. There is the bridge we've talked about extensively. That is PulseRate. We'll talk about that later. Great passive income dApp there, right? But the PulseChain bridge is the first one you want to go to. If you have funds on Ethereum or you've bridged funds to the Ethereum chain from Coinbase or Binance or whatever, Gate.io, right? If you've moved stuff from the Central Exchange into your Ethereum wallet, then you can use the PulseChain bridge to move between Ethereum and PulseChain, right? You can move ETH you can move basically all these tokens if you want to move them onto PulseChain. I would suggest just either sending wrap teeth from Ethereum, right? Sending that over, then you can change it into Pulse token, right? Or buying Pulse on the Ethereum network, then sending it over. All very good options. Of course, problem with Ethereum network is the high gas. So if you don't have enough and you just want to play around with smaller amounts first, right, just to see how it is, then I would suggest another bridge. This is Beetroot Privacy Hub. Beetroot also have a token which is performing quite good actually. It's on PulseChain. It is cross-chain, and I believe the token might also be cross-chain. I haven't really researched it. Beetroot claimed to be the Swiss Army knife of crypto privacy. Okay, what you want to do is come to beetroot.world, link in the description. Then you want to come over to Anonymous Exchange. Okay, this is a cross-chain swap where we can swap between a lot of different blockchains easily and pretty quickly. Okay, it's not as fast as other bridges I've used, but it did work. I successfully managed to bridge BUSD from the Binance Smart Chain into PulseChain as Pulse token, which is also really useful because you're going to need Pulse token to pay the gas, right? So what we need to do is to move into the network which you want to send your funds from. So how about we try just BNB Smart Chain, okay? That's the easiest one, right? You have two choices here between a floating rate. Let's Exchange pre-selects the best exchange rate, but the final amount may differ, or fixed rate. You'll get an amount matched to the display one in the you get field, okay? So for example, if I wanted to send 1 BNB at floating rate, I would get 2 million PulseChain for 1 BNB. If I went fixed chain, I would get pretty much similar, a little bit less. Yeah, we'll get a little bit less. So if we use floating rate, we might come out with more tokens, but fixed rate, of course, you're guaranteed to get that amount. So, you know, pretty much a gamble. So let's send one of these over. We don't have a promo code, but if someone does, please let me know. We'll send it over. I will go floating rate and we will send that over. So we want to exchange the 1 BNB to PulseChain to get ourselves 2 million Pulse token, right? Boom. Sending over. We need to find our PLS receiving address. So coming to your wallet, you would then copy where you want to send the PLS token. This is really great, like I said, because you're going to get yourself the gas paying token for PulseChain. If it goes wrong, you can add your refund address, which would be just the same one. Okay. If it goes wrong, send it back there, please. Thank you very much. And we go next. So what we have to do is we need to send the BNB token to a crypto address. Then they will send later. Usually last time it took me 15 minutes, but I've heard it can take up to 1 hour to get this sorted, okay? Your PLS receiving address here, refund address here. Email a notification if you want an email of your token arriving. I suggest you do it, right? My email is richie@cryptomischief.io, by the way. Always in the description. Okay, I'll be notified when the exchange is completed. I have read and accept the terms and conditions. We have 30 minutes to send this BNB. So after 30 network confirmations, they will start the exchange. So come here, we need to deposit 1 BNB into this address here. So we come back to our MetaMask, we go to send, we paste in where we want to send, we take 1 BNB, send the exact amount to the address below, okay, and we send 1 BNB, double checking the address, over to that. Now, we're going to come back later and it will show that this has been confirmed, and then after it's confirmed, it will end up in this wallet that you just designated as PLS, PulseChain token. Congratulations, you've got yourself PulseChain. Now, what can you do with it? Well, first thing you want to do is you want to come over to a DEX to check that the Pulse token has arrived. The two biggest DEXs on PulseChain. Biggest DEX number 1 would be PulseX. That is the largest. It is the official DEX of PulseChain, by far the largest DEX, okay? Easy as. Another great DEX, which is now the second largest DEX on PulseChain, I believe, is the PulseRate DEX. So I'll link in the description for PulseRate DEX. You can come here and you would also find your PLS here. And they have a selection of all the top tokens on PulseChain. inside of their DEX, whereas with PulseX, you're going to find liquidity for all sorts of shitcoins, if that's your kind of bag. We're going to touch back to PulseRate at the end of this video, like I said, but just to get you a little tantalized, like, you know, this is for my daily collection here of $230 per day. That's right, we got $230 to collect and $90 of referral rewards for 1 day. That's $300 in a day in a dApp on PulseChain. That's why we want to bridge here, because the activity is here. It's all popping off here. But first, let's get into drip, right? The drip drop draw, yeah, is finally launching. Is it going to launch on Tuesday, the 18th of July? Well, I put out a tweet with a poll, and following the poll, yes, 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 it is going to launch on Tuesday, the 18th of July. It has 52% of the vote at the moment. Only 214 votes so far. So we've got 17 hours left on this poll. I'm really interested, right? So, of course, 3 yeses means definitely. 2 is pretty sure. 3 is I think so. And then I bet $1,000 no is that they're pretty much thinking, no, it's not going to launch. So just checking in with Field Richie. Field Richie, are you there? Has the drip drop draw launched? Hey, Richie here in the field. Triple D? No, it's not ready yet. Back to you, Richie. Okay, thanks, Richie. Back to the update. Excitingly, I'm actually in the testnet. I'm one of the testnet testers for the final testnet for the drip drop draw. So I'm really excited to see what improvements have happened since last time I saw it. And yes, like to actually use it in the testnet in the final stage is a great honor. Like, I'm really happy to be in the position to do it, because there's only 100 people in there, right? So of course, in my Telegram DAO, I will be giving some information about it, but not much, because we've been told to be very confidential about it. No screenshots, no private information to be shared about it, but I'll be giving my feeling of it, private feelings, to my DAO. So if you are an NFT holder, Shitcoin Club NFT holder, then you'll be hearing my opinions on it. But I will be filtering myself, because I don't want to share anything that I shouldn't be sharing. Of course, because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But I'm hoping to be impressed. If I am impressed, I'll let you know. If I'm not, I will let you know, right? Privately. So we had the drip drop draw AMA from FOREX about what's going on just today, 4 or 5 hours ago. Drip's gone back up to 21 cents. So we went below 20 cents. We went to 18 cents, 17 cents possibly dump. Then we've gone back up to 21. The excitement is hopefully building. Can we get back to that 30 cent excitement? You know, we were right up there at 30 cents just before it launched. Of course, the whole idea for drip drop draw is that once it launches, all this drip, which is held right in people's wallets, waiting for something to do with it, they now have a new game to get involved in, right? So that's exactly where I'm hoping a lot of this loose drip is going to be going, right into here. Many people sacrificing it, putting it in the faucet, playing the game, and trying to get the big wins, right? We're going to have a whole video on how it works, because it's changed a lot since my last video, I know. But right now, we're just going to talk about FOREX's AMA in brief and get ready for the launch. So I've taken some notes from Wonder Woman. I've cut them up into pieces of the notes that I think are the most important parts of what was in the AMA, very short, just so we can get the very pertinent information in a quick and timely fashion. So Triple D final group testing is tomorrow, 4 p.m. EST, Friday, right? So I'm ready. I'm in, right? I'm in. Then Saturday countdown for either Monday or Tuesday launch. Go live for the DDD. This is from FOREX's mouth. Saturday countdown. So 1 day of testing, Saturday countdown, Monday, Tuesday launch. Now, do I think that's going to happen? I hope so, but we know that it could be Thursday. It could be this Tuesday after. But if it is that soon, then expect some real excitement to just explode out of the drip ecosystem. And I really hope it is that soon. I really do, because it would be epic. Really fun, right? FOREX would not have a public group test unless he was confident it was ready to launch. Concerning drip in his AMA, what he talked about was, if everything goes well, which FOREX expects it to, then the countdown will be released on Saturday. The Triple D updates. Some updates, some improvements and changes to what's been happening and going on with it so far. If you don't have a buddy, it will forward you to the community buddy list of influencers to pick one for the Triple D, just like the faucet does. You can gift a Triple D ticket and gift deposits too. So you can gift other people Triple D tickets, just like you can do in the piggy bank. But of course, I think the Triple D is going to be a lot more popular than that for gifting, right? Volume and stress testing have already been done for high volume and high stress. Good. Other updates on the new Drip website, dripnetwork.io is the new website. If you haven't checked it out, they're going to be optimizing it, which is good. There are some things that you don't like about this website. And if I'm being honest, I'm going to tell you a secret. I still use the old website. Oh, fuck. But if they make the improvements that they have listed here, I will start using this website. Bridge swap to multi-chain and other assets. So we will now have a multi-chain swap that's working very well. We can swap any token that has over $1,000 of liquidity on the DEX, right? So let's start building liquidity on the Drip cross-chain swap, because that will help. 0.03% fee when you swap to anything other than Drip. This will go to marketing for Drip, development for Drip, and contests for Drip. So if we start using this as our cross-chain swap as a community, right, pushing for it, adding liquidity, like helping to do this, right, then we are going to be able to really get this going. I don't know if then what I would do, in my opinion, would be I would use the same DEX swap as the same one for possibly Animal Farm. Like I would do that, right? I'd start just trying to build liquidity. But FOREX has said many times in the past that he doesn't want to have that kind of responsibility with other tokens which aren't his own. Revamped the team viewer. Good, much better, organized better with expandable and collapsible menus. It shows 15 levels down. Updated team airdrop system. Thank you, because the team airdrop system is so simple now. It's group airdrop, great, less pressing of your finger, but I thought it was going to be able to do lots of fun competitions, and I haven't seen it yet. So that's why actually for my new team I haven't done anything yet, because I was pretty disappointed. So great, I'm really happy that they're finally pulling the finger out of their arse on that one. Thank you. Right, updated expensive database calls to be more efficient and less calls. Yeah, speeding up the site, optimizing the site. And finally, last thing about Drip is the Animal Farm updates. V3 is ready to go, and we'll also get a public test group soon. Details to come. Once that test group is done, the V3 live date will be announced. The ranges update once a week. That's all the information that I want to know about it. So V3 is working alongside Pancake Swap V3, or the same, similar with the Uniswap V3. If you see my tutorial videos on Uniswap, you know exactly how it works. It works with range. And this says their ranges will be updated once a week, meaning that if the crypto market pumps or dumps, or some tokens move massively in their correlation to each other, the updates will manage to make sure that we always get our optimized yield from the Animal Farm V3. Personally, once Animal Farm V3 launches, I will be moving a lot of my farming positions straight into Animal Farm to support, again, the Drip ecosystem, and the only way I know how, which is by farming, getting passive income, and making mad gains. Yeah. Thanks to the real ones with diamond hands, feet, toes, ears, etc. Let's go. We made it, and we made it. We're friends. We're degens. We are so close. From Wonder Woman. So thank you again to Wonder Woman. This is all the Drip updates that I'm going to be giving you, because, as I said, and I just tweeted out earlier today, I am in the final test group for the Drip Drop Draw. Yeah. Time to check in with Green Figures, a FOREX trading bot which runs from BUSD, which is sent from the Binance Smart Chain from user deposits, okay? Is there a new king in town? There's a new king in town. Yeah. So we all know, if you're in the world of DeFi, degen activity, especially on the Binance Smart Chain, that the big bad boy, the biggest one on the Binance Smart Chain, was Wolf Capital. Unfortunately, Wolf Capital have changed their payout model and have come across a big bump in the road, which is that they seem like they don't have enough money to pay all the people who put into the dApp, because, well, we know why, right? I'm not going to say it. You're just going to have a guess the reason why this happened. So unfortunately, the thing is, on the Binance Smart Chain, right, that a lot of the ROI platforms on the Binance Smart Chain are Ponzi's. A lot of them claim or try to be zero Ponzi. But to be a true zero Ponzi, you need to be able to back up every single penny that's gone into your dApp to then pay back out, right, with interest. That would be zero Ponzi. To achieve this is very difficult. A lot have tried, a lot have failed, right? A lot which I've been in, which I've made videos about, right? That I've supported have failed in the chase, the attempt to get zero Ponzi because of the sheer fact, in my opinion, that the awesome power of compound interest, right, and human greed combined together is so hard to beat. It takes massive community effort. So I'm not saying any bad things. Yeah, nothing terrible about Wolf Capital. I wasn't in it. I didn't research it much, but it looks like from an outsider, having a look at what's going on, it's hit the same road bumps of greed and awesome compound interest, which really destroys most protocols. Today we're talking about a protocol which is a little bit different because you can take out the money you put in, and they promise, their claim is that they have 1-for-1 the invested capital inside of their dApp, which people put in. The interest is only paid out through the performance of their FOREX trading bots. It is green figures, right? So the way the green figures works is you take BUSD on the Binance Smart Chain, you deposit it into their smart contract. That is then sent to their FOREX trading bot, or bots, I believe now, which perform on a weekly basis. On every Saturday, we receive our payouts from the bots. Our capital is kept inside of the trading system. If we ever want to withdraw our money, we have to request a withdrawal. It takes 7 days to get our BUSD back to our MetaMask or whatever wallet you use, right? Simple as that. I've been using for 2 months. We're going to check out today what kind of performance it's had. Am I impressed with it? What kind of dangers do we have going forward? And have I doubled down? Like I said, I was going to add more into this. So let's check it out. So this is the dashboard for my smaller account. You can see I have 1,400 invested into it. My total profit that I've compounded has been 357, okay? I don't have any available profit. That comes out tomorrow on Saturday. And my estimated profit for this week is $31 for the week, which is good. Now, the thing that I really like about green figures is that the performance of the bots varies, right? Let's have a look. The first week, we had a performance of 5.53% growth on our deposited funds. The second week was 10% growth. The third week was only 3% growth. The fourth week, 8%. This week, last week, it was 5.65, okay? We're looking now this week to be estimated growth of 2.78. So this growth of your funds and the performance of the bots is it really does vary, meaning that profit is not guaranteed. I like that. Why do I like that? Because like I said before, what I was just talking about, right? Human greed and compound interest. Putting them together is just going to make always the same result. But with this contract, with these bots working, does that mean, this is a question, not a statement, does that mean that we have more prolonged sustainability? And if I can make between 1% daily, 0.5% daily, look at Elephant Futures, right? Elephant Money Futures, 0.5% daily fixed, right? Eventually, it's going to have the same problem that we always get. We know this, right? Just getting in earlier is always going to be more beneficial. But with green figures, because they run with these bots, as long as, there's one thing we need to look at, but as long as they perform in a safe and timely manner, then we should be good, right? Should be. Fingers crossed. Should be. Fingers crossed, right? Is the way. Total invested in this right now is $791,000 with 916 users, growing very naturally, very well. They do have a referral bonus for people also. You can share your link. You can earn on the performance of the bots, right? So lots of ways to earn from this. And like I said, if you want to request your balance to be taken back into your wallet, you can do that at any time, okay? If you want to go on holiday or you just want to relax for a week, okay? You can do that, okay? So let's come and just check then what's happening in my second wallet. In my second wallet, I've taken a very different strategy. I've gone full claim, okay? So whereas my wallet number one is full compound, just seeing how much we can build this, right? And quite high risk, right? By just suicide compounding it. I don't recommend that. You should always profit take at least once a month, I think, from a dApp, okay? But I'm going to suicide compound that to like grow a massive balance. With this one, I've been investing, slowly investing more and more BUSD, up to 4,600 BUSD invested on this wallet. And every week I just claim out what I'm due. So we have so far pulled out 690 BUSD from a total of 4,600 BUSD deposited, but I just put in another 1,000, I think. What did I put in? We think we can find it here. Yeah, I put in another 1,200 just the other day. My expected profit for this week is $100 more, adding me almost up to the 1,000 limit, which is going really well, right? So it's not 5% daily, it's not 3% daily, but it is really good stable yield, which is working really well for me. We come then to live trades. The last thing I'm just going to check in the short video is we want to come to my FX book, and we can start to see the performance of these bots in real time, okay? So the things we want to check, right, are always the balance of the bots. How are we doing? The bots are performing as expected, right? There are two bots. I think only one, this is only one of them. I'm not sure where the other one is. I'll ask George. I would get into their Telegram and ask, and I'm sure they are showing, or it's very transparent what's happening, okay? So a lot of numbers to look at here. The thing I like generally just check is this, okay? We want to check the trading activity. Do this yourself. Do your own research, okay? This is where the risk is with this platform. I actually had a personal conversation with George about this, and I asked him very honestly. I said, George, what is worst case scenario with green figures? And he said, right, if we continue to hit loss after loss with trades and we don't close them at losing positions, that would mean that they could, I think they're using the martingale method of trading, which is essentially doubling down on your trades, okay? If they're in the loss. But if they do that with every single trade and they don't take loss sometimes, then the balance that they are losing could become unsustainable compared to the balance which is being paid out, okay? There's 95 pages of this, okay? Gain, small gain, small gain. So you're seeing here, they're mostly booking everything as a win, but sometimes they are accepting to take losses in the trading. And this again is me trying to illustrate the beginning of this video showing the great profit and money I'm making from green figures. The middle showing you that I'm balancing two different wallets, one where I'm compounding everything for the high risk, high reward sort of idea. The other one where I'm booking profit, right, from the app. Two different wallets, right, balancing it. And the third thing that I've showed you in this video is how to find out if green figures is in a good position or bad position, watching their open trades, watching their bots performance, using the stats that they are offering you, right? It's on a plate, it's there for you to see and to follow and to know to manage your risk, right? So you need to be smart with your money, and they're giving you all the tools to be smart with your money. And I just thought to highlight that, okay? For me personally, looking good, looking great. If we do book a red week, I'm fine with it because we have to have a red week eventually. Yeah, I think so. But of course I don't want one. Elephant money has been on an absolute tear, right? We had the flippening, which we talked about before. Then we had the delayed launch of the NFTs. But this whole time that we've had that delayed launch of the NFTs, we've seen this onward march, right? 14 days, 16% up on the elephant token in the past 14 days, 30% up on the month, 200% up on the year. And I'm happy to announce that finally the Elephant Money NFTs are available for purchase. And here they are. So we come over to Elephant Money. You want to come down to the unlimited section. It's where you'll find them. 2,789 sold so far. The price is 1 BNB each. When they get up to 10,000 sold, that will be when the price of them will raise to 2 BNB, okay? So far we've had a huge amount deposited in. And so the supply at the moment is 2,789. I don't know if that's all of them sold or some were gifted to other people. The mint value deposited is 1,700, which is 400 BNB so far deposited into the staking contract, okay? This is the staking contract giving at the moment 74% APR on your deposited NFT. So 1,700 of them are staked, right? The supply so far circulating is 2,700, okay? Now, the rewards are 10 billion elephant, which is $2,000. The available sweep is 41 BUSD. We're going to find out what that means soon. And already we've had this many transactions, over 1,700 transactions. So what do? We need ourselves to be on the Binance Smart Chain. We need BNB token, and we need 1 BNB per NFT. So how about we just mint one? I have 1 BNB in my wallet. And just to show you how to do it, let's do it. Let's mint yourself an NFT. And let's stake that NFT inside of the staking platform. So we come here to mint. We're going to explain how it works after we mint, because we're degens. That's what degens do. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Please, it does make me quite happy when people like my videos. That's kind of why I make them. So, you know, make a man happy. Press that like button. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I have bought it with 1 BNB. It will be minted. I think they also have rarity. Let's find out. Always click on this little question mark here on Elephant Money Sites. It will give you the kind of white paper, right? It's quite nice. It looks confusing at first, the Elephant Money site, right? But all you need to do on every single page is just find this little question mark, click it, and then we'll get the explanation. Elephant Money is one of the only official, and it is the only, official NFT collection for Elephant Money. The unlimited collection mints at 1 BNB per NFT, and that price doubles every 10,000 mints. You can stake one or more unlimited NFTs to earn a share of 1% of the Elephant Treasury, paid out as Elephant. The Elephant Treasury is massive. We're going to check it out soon. Minting a rare black NFT entitles you to free access to Elephant Money real-world events. Unlimited NFTs are a great way to earn long-term, hassle-free rewards that scale with the success of Elephant Money. So the rarity is if you get a black one, then you can go to real-life events. Touch bank teller. AMA, right? You know, UFC, bank teller versus Forex. That's what that would be big money. Sell NFTs through that. Let's do it. Just kidding. Everybody, love everybody. Good. Unlimited is the official NFT collection for Elephant Money Protocol, an NFT collection with algorithmic pricing which maintains a strong price floor. NFTs can be staked for a share of the Elephant Treasury, as we said. The starting mint price is 1 BNB. Depositing funds during the mints directly mints in 10,000 rounds where the price doubles. We've already said this. Boom. There we go. We got some penguins, a ring runner. I didn't even buy that. I'm not going to click on that. Never click on NFTs that you don't know what they are. Some Sigma stuff, some poops, lots of Zen, and there we have. I have a yellow one. So it's not black, it's yellow. But that's my NFT there, so I can have a look at it and see what she's doing. So we will manage, and then we will stake. And that's how we do it. So I guess I will update you on this once I've bought a hell of a lot more NFTs to go into this contract, okay? Okay, so you go to wallet, then you come here to 1 of 1, and we stake. So we're going to click stake on that. So it's earning 1% of the treasury, right? Now, why I'm getting these NFTs, why I'm going to buy about 5 to 10 of them is because I want to accumulate a lot of Elephant token. Some of it I want to accumulate so I can sell it on the pump. Some of it I want to accumulate so I can just hold it for some time in the future where I think it's going to be quite valuable, okay? There's 2 ways to do that then. I could just buy it on 2 wallets and then buy some and control myself. Or I could just put them in the staking contract and earn it passively. And I like passive income. So if we come also to the Elephant section, you're going to see some details on the Elephant Treasury and why this NFT could pay you quite a lot, especially coming into the long-term future, okay? At the moment, in the Treasury for Elephant Money, there's, what was it, like 24 million, something like that? Insanity, yeah. $32 million in the Elephant Treasury. 1% of that's being paid out to all NFT holders. And the more NFTs that minted, the more that this Elephant Treasury will continue to grow. So that's it, right? So also, if you want to, you can buy some Elephant token here. Yeah, you can come to buy with Bertha. You want, for example, I take another. Let's DC. I like DCing every time I talk about Elephant Money, right? I take 0.2 BNB. I will buy myself some more Elephant token, DCA in this way too. You know, different ways to get yourself Elephant, basically. I like that. I like the game theory. I like it. I love it. So I'm buying more there. If you want to buy with Bertha, you should usually have a herd partner. So you can also come to the partner network here and add a wallet. So mine's in the description, or add one of your friends, add your grands, add your cats, I don't care. Add someone's, and then when you buy with Bertha, you get yourself a small discount on the price of Elephant by being part of the network. as opposed to not. So I was making that mistake for ages. There we go, got 7 billion elephants now. It's quite a lot of elephants, more than there are in the world. Of course, we have the futures contract, which I've taken my first profit from it. I took $80 out of futures after I managed to compound it up to $5,000. So now I've taken out $80 for the week. I was only supposed to take 50, but I forgot about it. Now I'm going to build this up to 200, and I'm going to compound in 200, building up to $400 of compound going in. Every time you add BUSD into the futures contract, you need to put in, every time you want to compound it, you need to add fresh capital. That's how it works, okay? And this is a very, very strong contract. It's almost $8 million deposited, $3.7 million paid out, going strong, going massive. There we are, $5,000 in my value now. Finally claimed out a little bit. The claim that you're compounding also builds up here, by the way, but yeah, I took out that $70 and build this up to $200, add in 200 more, compound that on Sunday, or I guess it'll be Wednesday now. Wednesday, yeah, by Wednesday we'll probably have that. And then I'll again claim out $50. That's my plan, as long as I remember to do it. I might write a script to do it for me. Might be easier. Right, so that's elephant money. Good stuff, great. NFTs, love them. Ding, NFT. So my recommended strategy for PulseChain. This is the Richie 60/40 strategy for PulseRate, on how to not just book yourself good profits so that you never lose, but also to compound as a community member into the platform to help it grow more and attract more people into it, because we're going to keep the thing printing, right? So this is PulseRate. I'm just going to claim out some stuff, right? In my wallet today, I have $87 to claim, right? Here we are, right? Boom, in we go. In we go, right? This is my total worth. 8,000 staked in this wallet into PulseRate, 6,000 in staking, 1,000 in the boardroom, and I have $87 in my wallet. This was from 1 or 2 days of referral rewards. Nice, right? This is why this is also going to be huge, I think, because the referrals from this are insane. Man, if you're not pushing this, for example, PulseRate put out a tweet, right? Say they say something like this, right? Start farming with PulseRate and reap daily rewards. Start farming so many pools, you know. They've got all these tweets. They're tweeting like maniacs, right? Any of these, all you need to do is copy this, right? Copy this, then copy, right? Take this picture, or even just quote with a retweet, right? And then find your ref link for PulseRate. Find your referral link by coming here, share your 5% referral link, copy referral link, boom, right, copied. Go back to your Twitter or your Telegram or whatever. Where are we? That's the wrong one. Paste. Boom. You know, write something you want, right? Whatever, write whatever you want, okay? Then someone might click on it and think, oh, that looks pretty good. I'm going to join it. When they join it, then they're going to go into the staking for PulseRate, right? They're going to go into staking like I am, right? I have rewards of $228 to claim from staking and boardroom, right? I'm going to come into what I've got to claim. Whenever I claim, whoever is my referrer, right? They're going to get 5% of what I earned, right? Continually, every day, for as long as this protocol continues to print P-share. And the way that the PulseRate works is that the P rate token being made in the boardroom, we're going to explain this very soon if you're new to it, right, is dependent on the price of P rate being above peg. But the P share will always print, right? So that means for as long as people are farming in this, if you catch a referrer, you will be paid out P share forever, right? Until it ends. So kind of forever. Half forever. It's a new word, new term, half forever. You'll be paid out half forever from that platform at whatever price P-share is. P-share today is $3,800. Awesome stuff, right? We are 2.33. That's 2 times above the peg token. This thing is doing so well. I didn't expect it to do this well. It is just printing me magical internet money every single day. And that brings me to the point that I want to talk about, which is, how should we be behaving inside of this platform to make sure that it can continue to print for longer, right? It works in 2 ways. We need everyone inside of PulseRate right now behaving in a responsible community manner, which would mean not farming and dumping, not selling 100% of what you're farming, right? Putting more in than you're taking out. Should be done by everyone if we want to continue making money. If we all just decide to farm and dump, farm and claim out into whatever coin we want, right? It's not going to last very long. So think about it. Do you want to be paid out for 6 months? I do. Like, do you? Yeah. Then consider following my strategy or make your own, right? But always having in your head that the first thing that we should be trying to do is to make make this print, right? Second thing you need to consider is getting out there, making content about it, sharing the word, onboarding new people, because that's the second thing we need. We need new blood always to feed the beast, right? Can't just rotate money around us. That's why it has a referral system. That's why you sharing information about this from their wealth of information, or even I'm giving you information here. Cut this video up, use it for your own, put a ref link on it. I don't care, right? It's all going to help us get paid in the future, and that's what we should be doing too. Which brings me to my slide presentation. Okay, so it's 3 slides, don't worry, not so much, but we are going to go through it. We're going to explain to you exactly what I'm talking about, right? PulseRate has over 24 pools. As talking right now, we have 24 pools of farming. A pool is two tokens paired in liquidity on their DEX so that you can farm and earn yourself P share token, right? They will be adding four more pools. I believe to this 2, they will be using PulseX token, okay? So it's even more, right? You need to choose your pair and choose which one you want to compound in, right? For the sake of this tutorial, I am talking about using PulseChain token, right, with the P rate and the P share. P rate and P share are the PulseRate native tokens, and PulseChain token is the gas bean token. But you can change out PulseChain token with any token which they are available to farm with. Just choose which one you want to farm with, okay? I'm using PulseChain just for ease of use, okay? If the peg, I showed you before, that's 2.02 right now, if the peg is close to 1.01, which means that P rate is almost the same price as PulseChain token, right? Don't sell P rate, because by selling P rate, you're going to be adding sell pressure, which is going to bring down the price of P rate below peg. If P rate goes below the price of Pulse token, then the P share token will not be able to create more P rate token. That will mean that your P share token value will plummet very fast, and it could push the P rate token to fall even further. Now, there are ways to push the tokens back up in price, but we're not going to talk about them in this video, but we will get there eventually. But I don't think we should reach that for another month if this goes to plan, right? When it does happen, it's a healthy thing because we need to get some of the P rate tokens out of circulation, and we do that by using the bond token, okay, P bond. But that is much later. It's kind of confusing. It is profitable if you play it right, and it does repeg, but we'll talk about it later, okay? But all you need to know for now is if we're going to get close to 1.01, consider not selling your P rate. Now, things that are happening in the future with Pulse rate is that they're going to have single asset staking for P rate tokens. So now you won't even need to pair it up in liquidity to make tokens. You can actually just single stake it and earn yourself PulseChain token, which is coming soon, which will be a great thing when people really want to make profit, but the peg is too close, okay? Compound and profit from P share instead. Sell your P share, don't sell your P rate when peg is close. Promote Pulse rate with your tweets and announcements. Referrals are huge, like I showed you, right? And P share is paid direct into your wallet. You don't have to claim it. It's not staked. It's not locked. It's just paid right into your wallet. So you can take it out, farm with it, earn more on it, right? It's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. Right, so this is my 60/40 explain for P rate token. Then we're going to talk about P share token. P rate token, what do I do? If we are above peg, as I said, if we're below peg, I do something different. If we are above peg, P rate rewards can soon be single staked for PLS rewards. As I said, but not yet, but they will be soon. So look out for that. Watch out for that. Advertise it, make referral rewards. Before single staking, what I do is I hold my P rate rewards to wait for single stake, or I decide to sell 20% of my P rate rewards into profit. My P rate rewards come from the boardroom by staking P share in there. Then what I do is I sell 40% you know, I've sold 20% or held it, right? It's over here. Then I'm going to take that 80%, I'm going to divide it in two, 40-40, okay? I'm going to sell 40% of that P rate into PulseChain token. Then I'm going to compound it by pairing it into liquidity. So I'll take, now I have 40% is PulseChain, 40% is still P rate. I'm going to make liquidity with them, and I'm going to stake it into the staking system to get more P share rewards. That way I'm profiting 20% out of the system, 80% is going back in as liquidity into the farming. In my opinion, this is a healthy community way to use the protocol. Okay, if I wanted to be a community hero, I would take all of the P rate and I would bring in fresh Pulse token, pair it up and put it in. But in a realistic world, we don't have endless bags of cash, right? So eventually I'm going to run out of Pulse token to pair up, right? That's when I need to start selling some of the rewards to pair it up and put it in the system. This is much better than someone just selling everything and disappearing, right? This is a realistic way to continue to print with P rate. Now, when the single stake becomes a reality, I will be taking my P rate token and putting up most of it, probably the majority, right, into the single staking and just taking out the Pulse token as rewards. I'm perfectly fine with that. And that's why it's a really great thing that they're going to launch this, because it's never been seen before in a tomb fork, and can't believe it's never been done before because it makes perfect sense, okay? The second one, so as you can tell, the selling a P rate is a controversial topic. Some people say don't sell it at all. Just hold it. Just wait. Just add fresh capital. Protect it like a small baby child. But people need to profit. That's why I always make sure I take 20% off the table and into my bag, right? So that I never regret not selling it. I'm never bitter. I never turn into fudder. The price goes down, right? Because I've always had my profit. My profit's taken off the side, and it's only a small portion of the profit. When this opened, I was taking 40. Now it's a bit older. I've gone down to 20 because I want to make sure that it prints for longer, right? So that's my thought process. I've been doing this for years, so this is what works for me. Again, if you think something else works, get in the comments, make a video about it, tweet about it, get a Telegram about it, put your ref link, educate people, right? Now for P share token, P share is much more robust. There's less supply of it. It prints, there is a high emission of it, but the circulating supply of the amount of tokens is going to be lower, right? So the price of P share is always going to be quite attractive. It's going to be in the thousands, usually, if peg is above peg, right? Of course, it could go down $1. Everything can go down $1, but if it's above peg, the price of P share is always very attractive, right? What you can do, you can buy P rate, pair it with Pulse token, and provide liquidity, and then stake it to earn P share rewards. So buy P rate token. So again, you're adding buy pressure to P rate, which would put it above peg. Pair it with your own Pulse token, right? Provide liquidity in the staking section, and then earn P share rewards. What to do with P share rewards? Take your P share rewards and sell, again, 20% into profit, just like you did with your P rate rewards. Take 20% off the table. That's your profit. Go home with it. Buy something. Buy yourself a chocolate bar. You did well. Good. Always remember to take profit. 20% is a modest profit take. Then you have 80% left, right? What are you going to do? Again, you will stake P share in the boardroom to earn inflationary P rate rewards. You could do that. There's two options. Number one, stake in the boardroom to earn inflationary P rate rewards. Now, easy. Yeah, stake it in. There are limits to this. There's timers on it. You can't just pull it out whenever you want. There's a 24-hour timer on that, but you will earn a high APR of P rate. And then what do you do with your P rate? Go back to my prior slide of what to do with P rate, right? Or your other option, sell 40% of the P share into PLS, PulseChain token, right? Pair them up in liquidity, PulseChain P share, and stake it into the staking section to earn more P share rewards. What do you do with those rewards? Rinse and repeat, right? This is everything you need to know about this. I just noticed I put 60-40, but then I guess this is more 80-20 or 20-40-40, and I guess this is also 40-40. The reason I put 60-40 is because it's just a famous tomb saying from what the advice they used to give to yield farming in their platform. So that's why I just kind of called it 60-40, even though, yeah, technically it's not true. For anyone who noticed that, well done, smarty pants. Well done. Right, so that's how I do this. I've just been doing this in cyclical motion every 1 or 2 days and doing that, taking 20% off the table, compounding everything else back into the platform, either going to the boardroom with the P-share or going into staking, building up my staking positions. Like I said in my notes, if you don't want to build your P-rate and Pulse bag, you can also start to build other bags. For example, I have positions, quite a few positions in this. I have the P-rate and Pulse, right? I'm in there. I'm also in P-rate and P-share. I just combined both of them together because the APR is 2% daily, double the other ones, right? I have gone in with native assets, which are not the tokens of PulseRate. This is USDC and PulseChain token. There's a 4% fee to get into this, but it's earning pretty good APR of 137% yearly, right? I'm in P-share with Bitcoin, right? Very volatile pair here. I'm with Wrapped Pulse and PulseHex, and I'm with Wrapped Pulse and Wrapped ETH. Mostly, I work around the P-rate and PulseChain pool and the P-rate and P-share pool, right? This is the two I usually use. This is the ones I'm going into. But for example, if you decided you didn't want to farm with Pulse token, you want to farm with Hex, you could come click on, I'd suggest the Pulse Hex, right? You can do P-rate and Pulse Hex instead, right? P-rate Pulse Hex. So instead of using PulseChain, you're using Pulse Hex. There's no deposit fee, and you get yourself a daily APR of 2% on that one, which is crazy high, right? Or you could use P-share and Pulse Hex. If you like Ethereum Hex instead of Pulse Hex, you can do the same thing. Go in there with P-rate, right? So as I said, choose the asset you want to pair with P-rate. You don't have to use PulseChain. They give you many options here, and just get to it, right? You can even use USDC if you want. Great stuff. So that is my advice for using this awesome network. So good. Thanks very much. And get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on that.